What's good, y'all? Let's go. We got work to do. Let's go. Feelings, in my feelings. Page-5-Lit, we outside. Let's go. On my hood shit. Page-5-Lit, we outside. What's good? What is? Yeah. Hey, rock, God bless. Your boy. They don't know me. Yeah. Two vibes over here, you heard? Let's go. Chop it up, you heard? Feelings in my feelings. We so distant, no, you miss how I be talking. On my hood shit, do I miss how we be talking? And you ain't my bitch, got a nigga in my feelings. Yeah. Hey. Yo. Yeah, Page-5-Lit, we outside. What's good? Yeah, we got work to do, y'all. We getting it done tonight, you heard? It's Friday night. You know we on one. It's the vibe, you heard? Angry, Ryan. Don't just stand there. They play a lot on YouTube. What's good, my peoples? Peace be multiplied. We out here, man. That's the vibe. Let's ride with the G, man. Yeah, we got work to do tonight, y'all. You heard? Not a game. Not a game. You heard? Yeah. Gonna chop it up tonight, you heard? Got some questions I'm answering too. Throw it in the chat. Let's chop it up. Yo, this is a great verse right here. Y'all know classic. Trying to make a change. Trying to make $1 when I only had some change. Seen this on the one that said I tighten up my brain. I can't fuck with all of y'all, I'm tighten up my head. I'm too far from me to complain. I came out as I didn't plan. I can't get wrong, but I made a lane. That's what you supposed to do. Yeah. Nigga, overstep that ground and you supposed to shoot. And it's enough money in it for hours, I'm supposed to be. I know that this shit is so facade, I ain't gonna let them fool me. I guess put my trust inside them shot, I ain't gonna let them use me. I just put a heart inside my pocket, I ain't gonna let them use me. I done had it standing from the judge, and so I'm gonna use me. Yeah. Gonna stay be funky, they come here we funky. Yeah. Maybe we can't funky. Survive over here, you heard? Yeah. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Cause I don't like to be down too much. I don't hang around too much. You can't just be down with us. We put in work. Page-5-Lit, we outside. This is what we do over here. You heard? Listen. First off, peace be multiplied to all my peoples. When I say that, I'm saying peace be because the world is a chaotic place. And I have some peace in me that I want to share with you. All right? No matter what's going on outside, we have to stay cool, calm, and collected within ourselves. You understand? You know. So now, I don't know what's been going on all week, but it's Friday. We made it here. All right? Good vibes, good energy. All that popcorn shit, we're going to shake that off. And, have some real conversation, OG, with some bars tonight. Because that's what we on right now. Remember, I told you, you learn, you earn, and return. I'm going to give y'all all this wisdom I got till they put me in the dirt. And I mean every word of it. That's what we doing over here. That's what we doing over here. Now, off the rip. First of all, yo, real talk. I have a lot of conversations all day, whatever. But a lot of people, I talk to. And I just wanted to say, Now listen, when I say a broken man can heal, I mean that. Okay? Broken don't mean forever. It does not mean forever. Now I'm gonna say this. When I say a man is broken, that could mean a number of things. Okay, now, and we're not here to talk about people, but I'm gonna tell you about me. I had a house full of kids, 7 years of parole. My rent was backed up 2 months, and I was barely feeding my kids. With no job, the 7 years of parole mean my hustle was to a limit, was way limited. All right? That's why I had to go all the way down to welfare side. I had to sign up for the whole thing. Work for Medicaid and food stamps, dead ass. In those moments, I felt like a broken man because I couldn't feed my kids. All right? And if I can't be what I'm supposed to be to the ones I need, I'd rather be nothing. That's a real thing. Respectfully. I know that feeling. When you out on the street, they don't give a fuck. You got 3 kids upstairs waiting on that milk and bread. They don't care about that. But there's some men out here that'd rather be dead and gone than to be nothing. I need y'all to know that. Listen, after so many strikeouts, a person will sign up for Team Desperado and take them chances. Because they tired of losing. They tired of coming up short. They tired of missing the loop. They tired of not riding the wave. It happens. I told you. Some people get punched drunk off life and never get back to their tip. Ever. And you know them. Yeah, they used to be somebody way different than they are right now today. That's what life does to you. See, one thing is consistent about this adulthood shit. They want their money every 30 days. They don't give a what you got going on. Because everything you hold dear will turn into a pumpkin. Cinderella. Dead ass. And they don't care. And when they do care, they just put you deep in debt. All right? Now, I'm saying this in this manner because you only young once. You ain't young twice. You don't get no do-over. It's a one-shot deal. All right? Now, you might be broken, but not your spirit. You know why? Because you keep getting in the game and you swinging at the next pitch. That's where you at with it. If you don't know how to make it for the month, then you figure out how to make it for the week. If you don't know how to make it for the week, then you figure out how you make it today. Grown man shit. You need an answer every day. Listen, when you run out of ideas, everybody will run out on you. You use idea A to Z, and then when you get past Z and that shit don't work, you start back over there again. Remember, the way that they got there might not be the way that you get there. Raise your critical thinking. You bumped your head against this brick wall 3 times. Figure out how to get around that shit. Because people got around that shit. They not smarter than you. They not better than you. And they ain't got no resources. They came from nothing. The cup is not half empty. The cup is half full. Get to it. I told you, your path ain't theirs. Now listen. When you spend too much time watching everybody else, you start feeling like your life is missing something. When in fact, your life is only missing what's meant for them. What they have is not meant for you. So you ain't missing nothing. I'ma say that shit again. You're watching too many other people's lives to the point where you feel like your life is missing something. Your life ain't missing shit. Because what's meant for them is for them. What's meant for them is not meant for you. So you ain't missing nothing. How can you miss what you never touched? How can you miss what you never had? You're just wanting because of something that you see. Everything that glitter ain't gold, my nigga. Gangster. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you. Y'all seen it. She was a 10, but her crib was like a sewer. All right? He looked like a young Billy D. Williams. He got mental issues. Yeah. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you. But I'm going to say this. Listen, adversity reintroduces you to yourself. So if you're coming up lacking in a few things, don't worry about that. You just keep thinking your way out of it. All right? 80% of the men that you see walking around the street were broken before. 80% of the men you see walking around out in the world right now were broken before. The other 20% were born in leisure. You understand what I just said? Every man's knees have been buckled. Some men had to take one knee. Some men had to take two knees before they stood back up. The life of a grown-ass man, a lonely place. Because when he on that one knee, he by himself. Ain't nobody standing there to help him get up. And he ain't looking for that. But he getting up. Now, that man was broken when he was not out. He was broken, but he was not out. I don't want to hear that shit. You're not poor. You're just broke right now. You're going to get a couple hours in a minute. You manifest that shit into your life. All right? Poor is a whole state of mind. You ain't going to never have nothing be nothing. You ain't that. Know that shit. Start saying more positive stuff out your mouth. I'm tired of all you young people being mad all the damn time. The hell you mad for? And you got a chance. What the hell you running around mad for? And you got a chance. You have an opportunity to take a chance on something that ain't gonna kill you. And I say you can do it. You know why? Because you took worse chances. You took chances with your life. You took chances with your time. You took chances with your health. Yeah. Now take a chance at something that's being great when all they can say is no. That's all they can say. It's no. So, if you feel like you in a broken place, you all right. Fix your damn self. Because that's what the rest of us had to do. I live a life, I ain't got nobody to call. But I'm always the one getting called. And that's my life, and I accept that. Okay? That comes with me being who I am to the people that my square live in. Okay? It comes with it. You know why they call you? Because you're the type of nigga to get it done. You're the type of man to get to it. You're the type of man to hold your word. You're the type of man to show up. You're the type of man to show out if you got to. Yeah. And you the type of man that had the power to match any energy delivered. Listen. I told you. Confidence go farther than them good looks. Because them good looks, well, some niggas wear confidence like a badge of honor, and they look like the backside of a doorknob, and they winning out here. You know why? Because everybody want to win in real life. See, I'm one of them niggas. It don't take a lot to make me happy. See, I'm breathing. I'm good. Thank you, Lord. I'm breathing. Understand what your blessings is. You got your health. You got a fucking roof over your head. You can eat, and you got a couple dollars on the way. Life ain't that fucking bad, and that's the way you're gonna have to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what they said on the internet. She says she loves you, my nigga. At this point in time, she believes in your wildest dreams. Life ain't that bad. And guess what? That nigga come home every night. He did exactly what you asked him to do. He did exactly what you expected him to do. Life ain't that bad. I'm tired of y'all walking around mad and shit. Because while y'all mad, life is life. And life ain't got time to wait. And the time is going by. Like I said again, you need to turn to who the fuck you supposed to be. You got some things to do, some places to go, someone to become. And somebody got to tell it to you. Word up. Straight up and down. You know, listen, this whole life is about perception, how you perceive things. That's why I always say the cup is not half empty, the cup is half full. As long as there's something in the cup, you got something to work with. Don't be one, oh, my cup is almost empty. Now you decided for desperation trying to fill a cup up. Doing way too much for way too little. Take 2 steps back, keep everything calm. Don't let nothing rush you. I told you the frank right of your life. Nah, we ain't doing that today. We're not on that today. We're going to do it tomorrow. And then they start turning into like the district attorney and shit, like they the prosecutor. Start breaking down all these channels, and the answer's going to be, we're not doing that today. We're going to do that tomorrow. You're going to learn how to do that while looking them dead in the face. While looking them dead in the face, it's going to have to happen. Grown man shit. Alright? I know what I just said. But I'm going to say this again because I don't want nobody thinking nobody's on no bully shit. But at the end of the day, respect is not earned. It's given, baby. See, I'm going to give you the respect because I'm of a respectful nature. See, I realize that respect is a preservation of nature. It helps you live longer. I'm going to give that respect no matter what this person in front of me has, respect or not. They're going to get the respect from me because I'm of that, a respectful nature. Okay? So when I give you my kindness, because I'm of kindness, that's part of my nature, to be kind. It comes from me. No matter what this person type of time this person is on, they're going to get kindness from me. All right? I'm not going to weigh whether or not they deserve it. I'm not going to ask myself, should I give it to them? No. That's a part of my nature. So I'm going to give it to them automatically. If it goes left, I will deal with that energy appropriately. On the spot. You can't get mad about something and bring it up the next day. You can't get disrespected and feel disrespected and talk about it 2-3 days later. Because then nobody really believes you. Nobody really believes you felt like that in that moment because you would have said something. You know. See, all these things takes place when the person is in a broken space. Because that's all you in. You're just in a broken space. But I'm going to tell you something. That broken space starts right here. Right? Your thoughts, your words, and your action need to balance. And yours are not balancing and you feel you in a broken space. You understand? Okay? The 3 Ds of deception. Deceit, I done forgot them right now. But don't fall into what they try to, the negative part of things. What I mean is, don't run around focusing on the L's you took. Write them shits off. Chuck them. All right? Learn what you can from that L and focus on that W. Let me tell you something. They're going to feel your energy when you come in the room. You can come in the room with the energy of a fucking loser. That's a real thing. You come in there like you already got the motherfucking job. You come in there like you already hit that lick. You come in here like you already touched that bag. That's the way you have to come in with it. Listen, those perceptions are in the moment. So you give that high perception in the moment. Fuck that other shit. Yeah, clear that shit up later. Right now, ride my wave. That's my word. That's how they do it in real life. You understand me? That's my word. That's how they do it in real life. Kanye said he was gonna make a comeback. He didn't say shit, he just came back. Do we know what he had to do to put them shows together that he had? We don't have a fucking clue. All we know is when he sold out the show, we still had 1 million more people trying to get a ticket. And we do know something else. He was lonely as a motherfucker, dragging around this one, yeah, by himself, on his own time, no friends, mad at everybody. He had to go into a cocoon, and he came out a butterfly. Those are the type of things that happen when you really want to change who you are and how you living. And it starts with you. Ain't nobody better than you. Ain't nobody gonna get it done but you. You understand me? The things you have to do are not a burden. That's your blessing because you can do them. Some niggas wish they had some shit to do. That's my word. That's what they really, yeah. They wish they had something to get up and focus on in the morning. And if you don't, get it. Get you something to focus on. You know why? Because listen, women are born with value. Men have to build their value with their own 2 hands. That's not going to change. It's just not going to change. All right? Build you brick by brick. And I know, it looked like the light at the end of the tunnel, small as a motherfucker. But what else you got to do? Every day you build you. That's the life of a man. Every day you make progress. Life of a man. Every day you get up. Listen, a man to go do that job for 30 years. And that job didn't make him rich. But he had hope that everything gonna be all right. Because like mommy said, as long as you work, everything gonna work out. You know, because you gotta live. You gotta eat. You gotta drink. You gotta sleep. You understand? You gotta feed them kids exactly what you need for your life. Yes. Those things are important, and they only gonna happen if you apply yourself to being an adult. No funny shit. Gangster. That's my word on all I love. You know? I'm supposed to be doing some questions in the chat. I just had to say it. You know, listen. I always ran around feeling that I'm that nigga. I don't give a fuck what happened. I don't care what they talking about. All right? You got to be fine with you. Whatever it is, whatever it takes for you to feel like you glad to wake up every morning, that's what it is that you do. I used to be on that bullshit, you know. Oh, she got a fake body. She got a nose done. She got a chest done. She got a 360 BBL. Let me tell you something. God expects for you to find happiness wherever he puts you at. And if somebody is waking up unhappy with themselves every day, I feel they're supposed to do something about it. You want to feel good about waking up every day. Everybody didn't wake up incredibly handsome like me. Everybody didn't wake up with all those natural attributes that you have. They did not. And it bothers them to the point where they're not happy moving around every day, and God gave them life, and they not appreciating it because they focus on something that keeps them unhappy. And finally, listen, you can't blame somebody else for the unhappiness that you suffer from because you signed up for it. You signed up for it. But I can say this. If tweaking yourself will help you feel better about this life that God gave you, I suggest you do that. Because ain't nobody gonna make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy first. And if that'll make you happy about living and breathing every day with this life, then do that. That's what I'm gonna say to that. I mean that. Yo, man, listen, there's a lot of people running around, they cannot find happiness no matter how hard they try. A chick got a 360 BBL and niggas ain't never seen her so happy. You heard? Word. So, can you say it's a bad thing? I told you, you're only young once. And some people want their youth to be incredible. I'm not finna knock them for that. Not with all the chances I took out here in this world. I can't call the kettle black at all with all the chances I took in this world. Yeah, I got multiple baby moms. I done been arrested in 4 states. I done took a lot of chances. I tried to get all the money because I wanted to make myself happy. So if somebody want to do something 10 times lesser than that to make themselves happy, I salute you. That's all I can say to that. You know? That's all I can say to that. You know what I mean? Word. Let me see. I'm supposed to be in the chat today. What's good? Monte Too Real. OG Flacco, what's good? Yeah, we in the chat. What's good? John Wick, TR 52. What's popping? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, now. John Wick, TR2, what's good? Salute, thank you. John Wick, TR2, he said he wants to know more about entering the room and the aura. What can we do to get more seriously about our aura and vibe and how the people sense it? Okay, now, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you, John. It starts with this. When you want people to feel your aura is going to be attentive but silent. It's going to be attentive, keen-eyed. When you speak, you're going to speak with intention. And you're going to speak less. You say one sentence, you let it hang. You let that sentence marinate. Real talk. And you stay cool. Don't be jittery and shit. You stay cool, calm, collected, and focused. Don't be looking at everybody around you. Don't be trying to look at who looking at you. Don't do that. You come into a room, you spot where you're going, and that's where you go. You don't stop and shake hands with shit, nigga. You ain't trying to be the mayor. That's your focus. Because when you come in, you don't pay attention to nobody except for what you're there for. That's the seriousness of your personality. You understand? They're gonna feel the aura because you're coming there with intent. All right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I come in with the intent to own the room. I don't care what they wearing, what they moving, how they moving. I don't care what chick they with, none of that, because I'm here. Straight up and down. And I'm only talking to who I want to talk to. You see what I'm saying? But on top of that, the one thing I am doing is I'm paying attention to characteristics that's moving around me. I'm listening to what's being said around me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm also going to make it my business to have myself a little space when I stop to be where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? And then you just look up. You don't look nobody in the eyes and shit like that. Don't focus on nobody focusing on you. And then the people that want to meet that aura, they're gonna come to you. And you let them talk. Let them tell you what they own. Remember what I told you. They don't need to know how much money you get. They don't need to know what you involved in. They need to know who you are as a person and the characteristics of your personality. And then what they decide, then they will decide whether or not you can be invited into their circle or to sit at the table. Your personality and characteristics come first. And you hold to that and you limit it to where it needs to be at. You don't just come in there trying to take over the room. That's not how this works. If the spotlight get on you, you own it. You stay subtle, you talk broadly above a whisper, calmly. Don't shout. Straight up and down. That's my word. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna take a little practice, man, because I'm gonna tell you, one of these days we're gonna put this together and I'll give y'all a demonstration how to come in and own the room with intent, silently, quietly. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. You can also do it violently. You heard me? Yeah. You can come into a room and demand a certain particular space, demand a certain particular order. What I mean is, when you come into a room, you ignore everybody that's there except who you with. Ignore everybody that's there and focus on who you with. Pay none of that shit no mind. Block all that shit out. You will draw all the attention in the room. I did it before. Do it all the time. Gangster. It's my word. Come into the room and ignore everybody there. Act like they glad you there. Come here like it's your party, you do it. They better be glad to eat you. I'm dead ass. That's the energy you're giving them. When they come to you, want to speak and talk to you, stand there, you look at them like, why are you here? Like, did I invite you over here? You understand what I'm saying? Make them explain their presence to you. Yes, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. When they come to you, you look at them like, what's good? What's going on? What's up? How can I help? What up? What's up? Yeah, why are you in front of me? And why are you talking to me? Make them explain that to you. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. And don't say too much. Okay, don't listen. What's going on? And just let them talk. In that, you'll hear the energy of how bad they trying to connect with you. You gotta learn to read that. Remember what I told you. People, personality, and characteristics is gonna be your greatest weapon moving forward. That's my word. That's going to be your greatest asset moving into the future. People, personality, and characteristics. Yeah, to get to anywhere. Listen, you can stay alone, okay? But you can't be alone to go anywhere. All right? Remember, money don't run out. It just exchanges hands. Okay? Go from this hand to that hand, to this hand, to that hand, to this hand, to that hand. That's all it does. That's all it does. All right? Straight up and down. You know. Now also about that aura thing, John Wick, listen. Also with that, and I mean this, when you enter these events, carry yourself like you already made it. Move with the attitude that you got a record in the top 10 right now. That's the energy you have. And you happy to be alive. You understand me? And they lucky to be around you. They love that type of shit. I'm dead ass, man. Chicks will be trying to figure out who you is and all that, man. I've done these things. I ain't gonna tell you nothing like I've done these things, all right? Listen, let me tell y'all something. 20 years ago, I was your mom's favorite. Let's not get it twisted. Okay? Yeah. I'm older than I'm a little older than your OG. If I ran down on your mom's right now, she rocking with the kid. Yeah. I'm a grandfather of 7. It'll be 7 when I have my next grandbaby. I'm finna have another granddaughter. Yeah, it'll be 7 then. You dig? And I used to be Granny's favorite. With the same things that I'm trying to get you brothers to apply right now. You understand what I'm saying? I told you, confidence wears better than looks. Women love when a man feel like he can reach the stars with his bare hands. Because the energy that she give him, he gonna feel that he can reach the moon with. Yeah, 2-for-1. Yeah. They love that shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I told you. Adversity reintroduces you to yourself. You can run around trying to be this and trying to be that, and then all of a sudden, life hits you upside the head and say, yeah, what we doing, nigga? What we doing? Throw your shit up, nigga. What we doing? Yeah. It don't matter how you was built. All I know is that one day life gonna show you something that you didn't ask for, that you weren't prepared for. Your only job is to be strong enough to deal with it. And remember one thing, God don't give you nothing you can't handle. Okay? If you believe in God and you in God's hands, you will have the strength to deal with it. If you don't believe in God, then you're scared of everything. And anything can happen to you. Get back in God's hands. It's just a word of advice for God's son. Because I am. I'm God's son. You heard me? Ain't nothing the world can do me. All right? I told you I'm a hero. I ain't never shot a man that didn't have it coming. If you're hungry, I'll feed you. If you're scared, I'll protect you. If you're cold, I'll keep you warm. If I come with you, I'm going to leave with you. In the bag or with the bag. And I stand on that. There's two kinds of men in this world. I've said it. Those that'll get in the trunk and those that's not going to get in the trunk. 3 men ran down you in broad daylight and said, get in the trunk. They could have killed you in 3 seconds. Instead, they told you to get in the trunk. Why would you climb in the trunk? You're climbing in the trunk with no way out, with no weapon. What good can come out of that? I'm not getting in the trunk. I'm rushing the hammer. I'm going to make y'all do this right now. Because if you get in the trunk, when the trunk opens, you're going to be in the middle of the woods. And instead of killing you in 3 seconds right there on the street where they got you from, they're going to pull a toolbox out and take 3 days to kill you slow because they really hate you. And they're going to make you beg for your life 1,000 times. Nah. And they ain't going to never find your body. Yeah, that kind of shit. Fuck you climbing in the trunk for. That's false hope. Ain't no way you can win getting in the trunk. No kind of way. You ain't got no weapon and there's no way out. I'm not doing that. But that's just me. I told you, a man dies once. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. That shit is for real. Because it's what you can live with. You know what I mean? And that's just what that is, Any more questions in the chat? Yeah, man, we be on it over here. Gangster, we be on some real shit over here. We don't be playing. That's my word. And it's early, too. It's only 9:30. Thank you, John. We appreciate it, man. I'll be your uncle if you need one. Let's not get it twisted. Respectfully. Respectfully. K, what's good? Cloud C63, what's popping? Level 1,000, what's good? 100,000. King Fire Reborn, what's good? Oh, man, we chipping. Lee Walls, what's popping? I'm glad y'all here. Shed Alive, y'all. We on one. It's a Friday. We talking that shit tonight. OG on some bars, you heard? Word up, man. Brother Sunlight, what's good? Amen to you too, brother. We here. Tony Smith, what's popping? OG Flacco, what's good? Hey, yo, man, he said always be solid and true to yourself, because guess what? Yo, listen, let me tell you something, man. That's my word on all I love, man. Listen, I don't know who told you, but we here, and we are alive, and we are free. We're in the best country in the world, because here you can do whatever you want to do until you get caught. You know what I'm saying? I need people to be happy that they have the opportunity to do things that they love and like every day. For real. I need more of that shit. You can go back there and hug your kids. You can call your mama. Life is beautiful. I know I'll be on here beefing at y'all because I want y'all to be better, but again, life is beautiful, man. Dead ass, man. I love my daughters. I love my only granddaughter, Manai. Hey, me, my Papa, love you, baby. Yeah, man, we alive. And guess what? God bless my mama. But she looking at me right now. My mama is my angel now. And she's watching everything I do. And I know I'm making her proud every day. Even though they're gone, they still got eyes on you. All right? If you lost somebody, don't be broke down all the way down to the lowest decimal because they're gone, because they still looking at you and they made you stronger than that. Now get your ass up, wipe them tears off, dry yourself off, and put one foot in front of the other and get to stepping because they walking with you. But listen, they can't help you unless you try to help yourself. Now get your chin up off the fucking floor, get yourself up out the fucking dumps and know that they depended on you to turn to who they always knew you could be. All right? Because guess what? Wherever they went was better than here. It's my word. I know they went to a better place. And I know they my angels. You heard of my pops, got like Urban. Yes. I know they is, you know? And I know they looking to still make them proud, you know? And I got their grandbabies and their great-grandbabies. All right? I'm in charge of their legacy, and they expect for me to do a good job with that. So my job's not finished, okay? God left you breathing out here because your job's not finished. I need you to be happy about having a job to finish. That part. Listen, when you see them people grumpy all day, mad and shit all the time, got nasty ass attitudes and shit, you know what that is? That's them getting back the energy that they've been giving out all day. Shortchanging emotional ass people, yeah, on some old popcorn bubblegum shit about every little thing. You know why? Because everything they reached for, they didn't get it. Everything they swung at, they missed. Everybody they needed on their side wasn't. And now they're taking out on everybody else that come into their circumference throughout the day. Like they doing somebody a favor. Don't nobody want your grumpy, negative, nasty ass around. Beat it. Word up. Body here with that. Yeah. That's what that is. And when you know they on that, leave them over there with that. Stay over there with all that. We ain't with all that over here. You heard me? So we glad to be alive, you know. I can look in the mirror and say I'm doing the right thing by my life. Because my life comes before everybody else's. Because as long as I'm good, they're going to be good. So I got to make sure I'm good first. Because for me, all things shall be built. So I got to be good first. Get away from all those things that's draining you. You gotta shake that shit. It has to, that's my word. All that shit that you feel like taking the life out of you, leave that shit over there. Feed it with a long handled spoon. If you don't know what that means, you love it, but you love yourself more. That's all that is. Sometimes choices have to be made. Some people that you seen last week, you ain't gonna never see again. And some people that you met last week, you're gonna see them for the rest of your life. That's what it is. Remember, your job is to stay on your journey. Sometimes people come on your journey to show you what the fuck to stay away from. They popped up on your journey to remind you of a warning that you was told way back. Remember, everything that happened to you in your life up until the day is preparing you for something that's going to transpire later. You understand what I just said? All those things, those travesties and those moments that happened in your life that touched your soul were preparing you for something that has not happened yet. You understand? Okay? Remember, everything that happened to you in life is only 10% of your life. Only 10%. The other 90% is how you respond to those things that actually happen. You went to jail because of what happened in your life, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to respond to what happened in the way that you did. So you went to jail because of it. What happened, happened. But how you dealt with it was a little extreme, and you had to pay for that. Okay? That's what happened. All right? You can't change what happened. But how you deal with it will affect the rest of your life. I told you, 7 seconds, life over. And don't forget, a lot of them people behind the wall and gangsters they not even criminals. They just violated the law. Okay? He on his second DUI, he doing 10 years. He didn't mean to do it, but he behind the wall. Old boy was trying to make his girl shut up. He strangled her, he popped her neck by accident. It only takes 17 seconds to snap a woman's neck, and he didn't mean to do it, but he's doing 19 years for that. Never committed a crime in his life. Jail is just not full of gangsters and criminals. Some people were trying to do the right thing, and then they had a bad fucking day. And that's where they landed. Everybody that left home today ain't gonna make it home. That's the reality of things, you know? So I want you to take your life more serious. I want you to pay attention to what's going on around you. Stay away from negative Nancy's and Debbie Downers and all that. And understand and smile at your life. And just take it serious. I just want you to take a serious note when we do that shit over here, you know? Let me get back to the chat, man. I love my chat. Godspeed gang. We're on a journey blessed by God together. You heard me? Ain't no lies told over here. We don't talk about people. We talk about circumstances and situations and how we can grow from them. That's what we do over here. Any questions in the chat? Oh, I got 50. Oh, my God. Yo, Dot, what's good? Yo, Uncle, I'm 16, got a baby due in 4 months. You got advice for me? Oh, my God. I was a teenage dad, too. What's his name again? The kid that just gave me the Dot, 16 years old. And I don't advise going to the military. Dot is 16 years old. He's going to have a baby on the way. Now, this is what I'm going to say to you, Dot. You're a child, right? But you have a child on the way. I was a teenage parent myself, right? So now, you have to keep learning. See, back in the days, they used to tell us, oh, we're not changing no diapers. Y'all going to raise that kid. And I woke up and they moved her in my house. So as soon as she got pregnant, I had a wife immediately. Straight up and down, even though she was at my house every day anyway, but it was over. And they didn't change no diapers, and they really didn't help us, Doc. You hear me? All right? Now, I want you to do this. Don't drop out of school and don't neglect your education because you got a baby. Because then you're going to be broke forever. You got to learn something to take care of that baby, so you're going to have to stay in school, man. Straight up and down. And I'm going to tell you something. If your family love you, they'll help y'all so y'all can still keep learning so you can take care of the baby efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down. I mean that shit. You know, because sometimes one statistic become two. Okay? Y'all already made the first one. Pardon me. We already made the first statistic. Teenage kids. Okay, fine. Too late now. We passed that. Now, this is the thing, you gotta keep learning. I told you in life, you learn, you earn, and you return. You're 16, you're in the learning stage. You're gonna have to learn something so you can make money, so you can take care of your family. You can't learn nothing if you turn grown right now. All right? If all you know is super sandwiches, that's all you're gonna make. If you start moving them boxes in the back of the warehouse, you're gonna be moving them shits for 30 years if your back hold out long enough. So learn something. There's only two ways to get money, your brain and your body. Now you're 16. You got enough time to learn everything and still tend to your child. And I'm going to say this, and I believe this. I believe if you really tend to your children, if y'all tend to your child and keep trying to learn and y'all do it, the family will support you. I don't believe that they're going to let y'all leave y'all like that. But you got to stay in school. You got to. And you can learn a trade while you staying in school. Welding is very good money. You'll never be broke. All right? I had another question. He just asked me about, he said he's 19, 20 years old about going into the military. I'm going to say this. Now's not a good time to go into the military. America's got 5 wars going on right now. I don't see why you want to sign up, but I can say this. You can go to school, pick a trade school, okay? You don't have to sign your life up to move ahead in life. You don't have to sign your life up and give your life away because you feel you want a more disciplined life or a more structured life. It's other things other than the military. Do your due diligence and look into it, okay? I mean that. Word up. I'm not going to advise anybody to take a job where you getting killed or unalive is part of your job. I'm not never recommending that. Money not that important. It's just not, you know, straight up and down. Any more questions in the chat? John Wick thank you, appreciate it. What's good? Morning G 6954. Good evening. What's good? How you doing? What's poppin'? Yeah, you know what we do over here. Throw it in the chat, y'all. Because I can keep on going. Yo, Keem, get that mo. What's good? Fries 1090 was popping. CC was good. Soon as you do time, that time you miss it from that child. Okay, boom. So on that, when I say this, you know, they always ask me, what was my biggest regret when I got locked up when I went to jail, right? My biggest regret was, who gonna take care of my kids? People to feed your children, they'll buy them clothes, but they're not gonna love them like you. You know, and the biggest question I asked myself, why come I couldn't just get up, go to work, and go home? I kept asking myself that why I couldn't just get up, go to work, and go home. Because I wanted more in life, you know? I don't want the regular shit that everybody else had, you know? And I was willing to do what I had to do to get it. They weren't smarter than me, they weren't better than me, they weren't stronger than me, they weren't tougher than me. So yeah, I had to be, I was an A+ nigga, and I had A+ status, and I needed to live an A+ life on my own terms. And I did that. And then I gave them niggas down in all my 20s. I came home when I was 30. You understand? I came home with a degree from Geneva College, the Attica campus. Yeah. And yeah, and I had to figure some things out. I was broken as a man when I got out of there. Shit, motherfucker. I cursed so bad. I was so mean. It took me about 2 years to get back to who I am because, shit, I was trying to make it home the way I came in. I got stabbed because 17 times behind the wall because I'm going to stay me and do me. You can't give me orders no matter where I'm at. You understand me? I had to wear eye patch for 8 months. The Black King put 9 ice pick holes in my back. You understand? I did that. I went through that. I did that. I almost murdered a nigga while I was in there. You know what I'm saying? I did not win them all. I got stabbed and cut 17 times in them 8 years. In them 7 years, yeah. Sure did. I ain't say I won them all, but war is what it was. And I knew I was too smart for that. But I never went back. I didn't get no parole violations and nothing. I walked up the room down and all because I kept my promise to God because God got me out of there. I came home and gathered up all my children and had it with me. And here we are. Okay? My oldest is almost 40, my youngest is 19. And I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? So now I want to teach y'all what I've learned. You know, I've been married 26 years. For 26 years I was married, yes. I want to teach you what I learned. Before that, I had 30 chicks. Yeah, I was one of those. Yeah, straight up and down. And I still move like that right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I come in the room, I feel like I'm the flyest nigga there. I feel like I ain't never left my hot boy phase. You heard me? That ass. You know, my nickname is GA, Great Adventure. You know what I mean? I'm six packed out up under here, but this ain't for fighting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, it's sexy for the bedroom type shit. I was always on that. Always. Remember, it's women in the family that give the men in the family their confidence. I had 8 sisters. They had me thinking I was a young Billy Dee Williams when I was a kid. Yeah. I was on some young Denzel shit. Word up. I had the prettiest girl in class every year. Every year. Best dressed nigga in school. Every year. Because of my sisters. See, my secret was I got paid for my report cards. Gangster. If I bought home A's, I got $100. If I bought home B's, I got 50 cash. Yeah. I kept my bank up. My sister took care of their little brother. You heard me? That's my boy. You gotta see my old Easter pictures. I'm dressed like pimps, gangsters, and all that, just like my daddy. Pinstripe suits on and all that, with the rose and all the holding the Thompson machine gun. Yeah, that was me. The Thompson joint, yeah, with the banana clip in it, yeah. That was me, man, just, you know, looking like a young Michael Jackson. I was very cute and all that. Gangster. Word up. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Yo, I didn't win. I lost every fight I had up until 6th grade. I lost I ain't run from none. I just didn't win none of them shits. But then again, the only way they could beat me was jump me. You know, I had everything other niggas didn't have, you know. And then my sisters, I had 4 sisters that was homecoming queen 4 years in a row. Yeah. Half my sisters was light skinned, the other half was my color. Yeah. That's my word. My sisters was all beautiful, man. Boyfriends, fiancés, and husbands. I've been doing them niggas dirty all my life. Yeah, do one of my sisters dirty. I'm going to see you. And I was a baby. When I was born, my daddy was already old. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to handle that. You know what I mean? I ain't never hit a woman in my life. I ain't never had to. The chicks I had did what I told them. And I did what they told me because we wanted to stay together. Simple as that. That's my word. You know, because listen, I learned early. Hitting on a chick ain't gonna make her love you more. You cussing that man out and belittle him verbally ain't gonna make him love you more. That's what I always say. Remember what I said? Save the dignity and you save the love. When you take dignity out of a relationship, you lose the love. You understand? Listen. You cannot listen to women when women are angry and mad. If every man listened to every woman when they're angry or mad, all the women would be dead. God forbid. Ain't a woman's mouth, listen, ain't no mouth worse than a woman's scorn. She knows she can't beat you. She wants you just as hurt in that moment as she is. She liable to say anything. She said, yeah, old limp dick ass nigga, crooked dick ass nigga. She said that in front of the game. She's trying to make you punch in her mouth. You can't fall for that because then you tripped out your spot. Okay? She just wants you as angry as she is in that moment. That's why you don't feed into that. Okay? She knows she can't beat you, but as soon as you smack her, she won. You going to the bookings, my nigga. Yeah. Straight up and down. Nigga say, yeah, man, you did that, but you going to fuck the jail. For what? Because you in a war of words with a woman that all she got to use is her words. All she got to play on is your ego and your testosterone. That's all she got to work with in your pride. That's what she tapping at. She not going to run up and punch you in your mouth. And you niggas keep getting talked out your spot because of her mouth. Yeah, because she love you. And she know you. She know your buttons. You forgot that. She know how to make you mad. And she know how to get you mad on purpose. Stop falling for that shit. All right? Because that shit gonna work against you. Yeah, you gonna fuck around and catch a case listening to that shit. Stop listening to her when she mad. Let her have that. That ass. It's just easier. Okay? Listen, I don't know what kind of code you got with your girl. But one code is y'all don't settle shit in the street. You and your girl, you and your man, don't settle shit in the street. Keep that shit in the house. Make a pact and not talk about y'all business to nobody, not your besties, none of that shit. You know why? Because that shit come back to haunt you. As soon as somebody get mad at you, y'all talk about y'all with day ones. As soon as y'all got mad, you on the internet throwing all her fucking business in the street. Nigga, you too, nigga. As soon as you got mad, you over there trying to knock the nigga, you trying to knock the nigga ex off and all that. You been on the blaze, old girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. It be shit like that going on out here. Yeah. There's some adult shit over here. That's my word. That's what we do with real conversation. But but listen, I'm gonna say this. It's a lot of things that you aspire to do in life. All right. And I wish you the best on it, But you have to have good intentions out here in life. So I'm gonna say do good out here. God should bestow good things upon you. I believe that. And I believe it'll help you if you believe that too. But second, I just want you to have a little bit more empathy a little bit more empathy for the have-nots, okay? For the mentally disabled. I want y'all to stop making jokes out of that shit and stop laughing at the lesser haves, okay? Some people are dim-witted for a reason. Stop finding that kind of shit funny, all right? Don't talk bad about people's kids and shit. Don't be abusing no elderly people and shit. I need you to have your karma turn into a better positive direction. And it starts with the little things that you think about that you act out in the world. And I want it to be better. All right? Page-5-Lit, that's what we do over here. All right? For real. It's my word. You gotta hear it somewhere. I'm tired of the shenanigans. Any questions in the chat? What we doing? Dennis Williams, what's good? So you going through a hard time. What's good, man? I know I seen a for sure make $1 million in a year, just stay focused. I got cheated on my EOC and now I can't go to school and I'm 17. Oh man. So, yo, who is it? What's the name here? Dollar signs. It's good. Yo, listen. Now, I'm gonna say this. When you cheat, you only cheat yourself. You understand? Now, you cheated on your EOC. Take your ass another route. That's not the only educational system in the damn world. Take your ass another route. You're only 17. I'm not done. Don't even look at it like that. Just find another way to get some shit. You can even get your fucking GED and you can go. You can continue from there. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, man. All right. Just keep going. All right. Listen. When you cheat yourself. You know why? Because you said you knew something, you didn't know it, and then when you had to act upon what you knew, you didn't know it, and you might have hurt somebody. You might have stunted the growth of somebody else because you cheated on what you knew and you didn't know it. So when it was time for you to prove what you knew, you didn't know it. So don't be a fucking cheater because you cheat yourself. They learned it. They passed. You the fuck can too. Start there. All right? Don't be one of them people, man. All right? That's my word. Don't be one of them people. Throw it in the chat, man. We got to play some shit up here. Word up. Yeah, lock in. Vanessa Pinto, what's good? Advice for young entrepreneurs. Okay, for young entrepreneurs, the first thing I'm going to say is count your money, put in the work, and I mean this shit. Make sure your services are up to par. Don't have your friends and family and everybody you know investing in what you're doing and the service is trash, the product is trash, and all that in this way. Don't be that person. I say it because I'm invited to support a lot of businesses. I get a lot of clothes from people that they got their own clothing line. I get a lot of stuff from people, and I want to be able to support it righteously. I don't want to lie about your shit. Okay, if your food not good, I'm not telling them that it's good. Okay, so you make sure that your services is up to par. It don't make no difference on what scale you at. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that it's fire all the way around. Make them love your shit, and then we'll grow. Think about it. Think about my show right here. I ain't did nothing special. This shit grew organically because I'm doing something good. All right? I'm making sure you come here and you really learn something. And that's how it works. When they come to you, you make sure they're gonna get the best, you have to offer. And that's how your shit gonna pop. Just remember that. The money will come. But you keep the services good first. Don't start counting the money. You can't miss what you never had. You haven't touched the money yet. Give them a good service, and they'll feel like you earned that money and be glad to give you more. That's all it is, okay? That's my advice to young entrepreneurs. Give out a good service and a good fucking product. And stay polite. I don't give a fuck if they're your family. Stay professional in that. Okay? Word up. Knowledge is the plug. Sugar Pop, what's good? Jason, what's happening? Have you ever traveled out? Yeah, I've traveled to a few countries, man. You know. Now, on that, okay, I traveled to a few countries, but I'm not supporting passport boys. Okay, I got a comment to that. Listen here. Let me tell you something. If you want to fly halfway around the world to find somebody to rock with you, fine. But my advice to that, before you get a passport, before you even entertain flying and all this kind of shit, upgrade yourself to where women like you in whatever room you walk in. Why do you have to go to a whole other country to get women to rock with you? Because if you pay like you weigh, you can do that here. You don't gotta go to another country to do that. But over there, you want a slave? I don't know. What is it that you want that you gotta go way over there? See, upgrade your character and personalities, and women are like you wherever you go. Try that part. Stop being negative to Americanized women when in fact Americanized women come in all shape, form, and fashions. You might have to change the rooms you're in. But then again, you might have to change out the energy that you give. I'm not recommending that shit. Nigga, upgrade you. Get your shit together. Where women like you wherever you at. You gotta go way over there to get what you try to get a woman to be what, a puppet? What? Don't nobody want a puppet of a woman. Okay? I told you. Married 26 years. My wife got her degree with me. She got her master's degree while with me. She started her career while with me. And she started her business while with me. Her growing does not make me any less of the man I know the fuck I am. That part. But who the fuck want to be with a woman that's not happy with the life she chose that she's living? Now, even though she came to share my life, she still had her life. Yeah. And I supported her the same way she supported me. That's how this works. I didn't feel any less of a man because she was achieving things. I don't got my master's. I just got a regular degree. I don't got my master's. You know what I'm saying? But I do have my own business and I do have a career. Okay? But never that. It's not a competition in your house. You understand that? It don't work like that. That's my word. I gotta fix this. Okay. Yeah, it don't work like that. That's my word. It don't work like that. You know? Now, so you from New York? I was born in St. Louis, raised in California, and I lived in New York, Colorado, and Chicago. Yeah. I lived in Denver. I used to run up and down Colfax. Yeah. I was in the 5-point section. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't even gonna get into that, but it's a long story. But it's in my it's on my page somewhere. It's on my page somewhere. But I actually, oh, okay, you fuck with the Lou. All right, that's what's up. But actually, I've been in New York longer than I've been anywhere though. They said go to New York. They'll never find you in New York. They found my black ass in New York. I went and got my kids, came back. I've been here ever since. Word. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, what's up, Gwen? What's up, cousin? My cousin Gwen in the chat. Oh yeah. Hey yo, you got me. I can't hear. It's a grown man. You know. Now my kids I bought here, they actually is gone. They straight up New Yorkers now. They came in with little. I came up. I bought my kids a people. They were 7 and 8. My big kids. They were 7 and 8. Yeah, they was big. You know. And I've been up here a long time. But the thing about it is, you know, New York is it's a melting pot of the world. Every piece of the world has a spot in New York. You understand me? It's a representative of the whole wide world somewhere in New York. Every country. That's my word. My kids have brought down to every nationality home. Dead ass. That's my word. Especially when he was in college. They brought all kind of people home from college, from school. Yeah, you know, so it's like that, you know. And but I love New York and I love Cali too, you know, and I love the Lou. You know, the Lou, I really feel like the Lou made me who I am, you know. And it was a little bit different there. Because in my neighborhood in the Lou, everybody could sing, everybody could fight, everybody was super athletes, everybody. Yo, that shit was just bananas. That's my word. My whole neighborhood could sing. My whole neighborhood could dance. My whole neighborhood could fight. My whole neighborhood was good athletes. Dead ass. Shit was crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it since I left. Oh, what happened? There ain't no place like what up, Sugar Pop? What's good? Junior, what's good? Say dead ass. Yo, the boogie. Yeah, I'm in the Bronx right now. I ain't gonna lie, I've been in the Bronx a long time. Yo, listen, I'm in the Bronx. 4 train, Burnside on the 4 train, you heard me? Yeah, anywhere around there. Compton, everybody know. They call me Compton up here. COMPT or win, you heard? Yeah. Been up here a long time. The basketball tournaments, dodgeball, double dutch I've been doing over here. You know, I was involved in the schools. I threw talent shows. I threw musical showcases. I had a show called Live from Harlem, a New York Hustle. I had it on public TV. I had 8 episodes. I was trying to get that shit popping. I had it back in the 2009, 2010. I had 8 episodes. I was all over the city. I was in the club with BMF in the back in the days. Jeezy, T.I., Slim Thug, DJ Khaled, punk ass will leave out the corner. Big Rock. I was in the club with all them niggas with my little camera crew and shit. I tried to get it. I got nominated for an award. So I've been doing this for a little minute, you know. I made 4 albums back in the 90s when I came home. Yeah, I made a couple of movies back then. So I did a few things, you know. I had a gambling spot over in Grand and Tremont for like 4 years. You know, that was pretty good. The cost of living is high there. I'm in Michigan trying to, what? You say I'm in Michigan trying to visit New York this summer. Oh, okay, CC. Yeah, CC, come to New York. It's always lit. It's always lit. It's just that where you be at, where you gonna be at, ain't no real New Yorkers there, just tourists. New Yorkers don't go where tourists is there. Yeah, you gotta look me up. You know, I got a couple of spots. You know, my books is in New York. They in bookstores and shit like that, and some Barnes and Nobles. But I got a couple of spots on 2/5 where my books is at. So I go. I'm always in and out of 125 all the time. I got to go to 149 and Third Avenue. I got to do something over there with their book spot, and I got to do something on Fordham with their book spot. You know, and I'm really trying to fuck with Fordham University. I'm trying to hold an event there where I get like 1,000 people come in. We're gonna do a little seminar series and mentor group on today's. It's called Today Live and About That Action. That's what it's called. It's called Today Alive and About That Action. We're gonna do a little seminar on just the temperature of the day and how to deal with it. You know, and I got a program on right now. You know, it's got a curriculum and it teaches you mass communicative skills. You know, and it's fire. It's open to the public. I'm actually doing it around New York now. I'm trying to get it spread out. You know, but I'm gonna start filming it and start putting it out. You know, and it's like that. And it teaches you about orals. You have workshops and shit like that. It's gonna be fire. So that's what I'm doing here. You know, I'm always busy. The cost of living is high. You know, but not for nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the department I'm in. When my income go down, my rent go down. Yeah, so I ain't trying to move too quick. Shit. Cause when my income go up, my rent go up, and I ain't trying to be fucking with that too much. Back to the chat. What happened? Doing the Lord work always. Yeah, I be trying to sugar pop. You know, just try to keep it real with the public. You know. Yeah, New York got a whole lot of things going on, man. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, they got all the they got what you call it too. They got a movie studio out in Queens and shit. Yeah, they got a movie studio out in Queens. He said if John Wick TR52 said if I enter a room, I would prefer to get serious than getting lucid vibes. That's the way to come into a room. Yep. I got a retraining program for my profession, and this is a must be. Hey yo, it's crazy, but John, I got a program about math. It teaches mass communicative skills that you can use immediately. You might have to go to my website, and I'm actually going to be putting it on my website soon. You know, so I just started filming for it and shit like that. But it helps you immediately, man. It just teaches you, you know, how to respond to people. You know, because part of that, John, is being a great listener. Part of that is becoming a great listener. And say, do you go live every day? No, I go live on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 9 o'clock. I go live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok at the same time. That's what I'm on right now. Shoot out. What do you say? What up, Twitch? What's good? I be trying to do my thing on Twitch, you know. And then I cut all my reels and shorts from Twitch and I throw them out there. What else? What else? Do you recommend trade schools, carpentry, plumbing, electrical work? Yes, I recommend trade schools. Listen, if you can't figure out what you want to do, go to school. But the the things you learn in the trade schools make it easier for you to start your business because it teaches you a skill. Remember, you get paid for what you know. All right, you get paid for what you know. If you know how to do a whole heating unit for a whole house, you have a business. Straight up and down, you take what they teach you and run with it. I recommend that highly. And the time is cut down in half. You can learn it. And I also recommend Google certificates. I recommend those too. Those are high level thinking jobs that you can get certificates off of Google. Some of them jobs start at $60,000 a year, and you can work at home. And I think sometimes some of them take 3-4 months to finish to get certified. Some of them 6 months, but you get paid after that. And then just apply yourself, which is a part of being grown. You know what I mean? Word up. Samuel Mate 488 was good. Raheem was good. El Raheem was good. Sugar Pop, you did you pin something for me? Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 9 o'clock, y'all. Thank you, Mama. Word, you know how we do over here. Daryl's Concrete. What's good? Hey, Jessica, how you doing, mommy? My regular. I love you. Word up. How your son doing? Tell him I said what up, Jessica. Tell him I said what's really good. Thank you, CC. Y'all, hope y'all shared the live because we was definitely on one tonight. I think I'm gonna answer some questions, y'all. We're gonna hang out and answer a couple of questions. Khalil, what's good? Oh, I'm chilling, Niecy Poo. I'm chilling. Word up. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. What we doing over here? What my people's doing over here? You said, what's poppin', G? You see, I like your vibe. Yeah, that's how I'll be trying to deal with the chat a little bit. Samu, what's good? I've got people from other countries and everything. Duce, what's poppin'? You got a question for me, Duce? I think I said you got a question for me, Duce? What's going on? Well, if you don't, we're gonna keep it popping. Let's keep it going. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to say this. I don't know if y'all caught it the other day. I gave a little I'm gonna say this shit again. And I ain't trying to make nobody mad, but you know, it's all perception. You know, it's things how you perceive. Now, I'm saying this again. There's a difference between a woman who aspires to be a wife and a woman who's looking for a husband. Okay? Until then, ladies, build yourself up. A wife is building herself up to become a wife. And when I say build a man up, I don't mean by money. I mean building up his character, his confidence, his attitude, his adrenaline. You can do that. Women have the nurturement for children, but they also have a nurturement to calm storms and to stop wars. A woman is just that powerful to a man. I'm tired of hearing, he won't be like his, he don't want you, he don't think you his mother, he don't want you to act like his mother, he don't want you to treat him like you his mother. None of that. But you have a whole other nurturement that's for a grown-ass man. It's 4 religious texts given a man. It says a woman is a man's heaven on earth. Yes, baby, you hold more weight to that man than you actually think. Now, sometimes he needs you. And sometimes it ain't to cook him a meal. Sometimes he needs you to give him that little spark to know if he reach hard enough, he can reach them stars with his bare hands. Just the fact he know that you solid and you standing with him makes him stronger. All right? Just him knowing you believe in him and his wildest dreams makes him stronger and better and more fortified for the job ahead, because the job ain't finished. You got that power. At the same time, those same 4 religious texts tell you, don't play with your heart. This is why it's so much violence against women, because you're playing with your heart. That man ain't never been so hurt before. He don't know how to control himself. He didn't take a class for that. He don't know, and baby, it's your fault because you took him way up here. He ain't your father. He can't control you. He can't tell you what to say out your mouth. No, he can't. But you got that man so mad it only takes 17 seconds to snap your neck. I need you to shut the fuck up and live. Now, damn it, it's only you and him in that room. We'll shoot that nigga tomorrow, but you have to survive tonight. Shut the fuck up and live. All right? When they make it to bitch out, when he get like that, shut your ass up. Shut up and knock it off. All right? You in danger, girl. That man been with you 7 years. That nigga worked in Hurricane Sandy for your ass. His bank account fucked up because of you. He can't see his daughter because he fell in love with you. So the other baby mama got him going to court. Yeah. And nigga ain't got no but $100 cash in the stash because of you. And guess what? He found a way to be happy with all that shit going on. He found a way to be happy with you. And all of a sudden, 7 years later, you wake up and tell a nigga, no, I can't do this no more. Baby girl. When you do that to a man that's put that much into you, you are in danger. There's no book to tell a man how to react in those moments. And he ain't never been so emotionally this high in his motherfucking life. You know why? Because he ain't never worked in the hurricane to make another person happy but you. So that feeling that he feeling is new to him. You can't expect for him to know how to handle it when that man got broke. His heart is. Why do you think these men act like that with these women? That woman broke that man's heart in real life, in real time, and he didn't know what to do. He took her life and gave his life away. Some of them take the kids with them. Yeah, it's serious. That's why I say that. Don't play with your heart. The niggas kill the kids and everybody that she loved and all that shit. Remember, old girl had a, God bless her, old girl had a side nigga. All right? Now, this old nigga was taking care of her. One day, this nigga told her to leave all that and let's go. She said no. This nigga went over there and unalived the whole family. Okay? Now, what the fuck she put on that nigga for him to get like that? Listen, baby. Baby, listen. A woman is so important to a man that God made y'all bleed the worst smell you can smell for 7 days so a man could snap out of this spell and go earn a living. If you didn't bleed for 7 days, the nigga would never go to work. He'll be there guarding it with his life, talking about, hark, who goes there? He'll never leave, and he'll always be under a spell. That's how important what a woman got is. That's how important what a woman have to a man. That's how important it is. God had to make him bleed 7 days to snap that nigga out of it so he can get back on his man shit. Instead of guarding that woman and what she got with his life, because that's what would happen. And some of you niggas still like that, even though she bleeds 7 days, y'all still there with a double barrel shotgun ready to kill anything to get within 10 feet of her. But because we know, listen, ladies, I know y'all don't know this, but you know what a man's nightmare is? When another man sees exactly why this man loves this woman. As soon as that man sees it, he gonna fuck around and have to kill that nigga. When another man see what you see in your woman, you got to hurt that nigga. Word up. That's my word. Don't no man want seeing that. Don't no man want to see that. Fuck you doing to you nigga? You don't care about mine. Yeah. Funny, right? Straight up and down. That's my word. You know. But anyway, I believe that. You know. Now, back to when I was doing questions in the chat. I'm chopping it up with my peoples right now, Shakur. Cameron, what's good? How do you stack up your bread at a young age and not deal with I don't know the rest of the question. Well, first of all, the first way to stack up your bread is, and I say this all the time, I don't know how you missed it, don't spend more than you make. If you spend more than you actually make, you're working to be broke. Start there, all right? Put some money up every day and teach yourself how to leave it there and let it go. If it ain't about $5 a day, put $5 right there and leave it there, no matter what happens. And teach yourself the discipline to save money. It's not the save money part that's going to teach you. It's the discipline to actually save it that's going to help you finish other things in life. That discipline is going to stay with you forever. So you need that. All right? She pinned a comment. Where is that? What a comment you pinned that, Sugar Pop? I don't see it. Oh, I just answered that. I just answered that question. Yeah. Yeah, Hark, who goes there? She find that funny. Word up. Yeah, it is funny. Living in faith, what's good? Guard your heart from everything flows. Yes, 100. Wells, what's good? Mocha Beauty One, what's happening? What's up, Mocha baby? What's going on? A woman said this, I'd rather help the kids than repair broken men. A woman said, she said, I'd rather help kids than repair broken men. That can go either way, because those kids need your help because their fathers are broken to some degree. And also, broken is not forever. Just because a man is going through something don't mean that it's forever. You understand what I'm saying? Because when those men do find a way to unbreak themselves, they get back to tending to their children. And now, who's to say they're not tending to them now? It might not be to your liking, but that kind of, it says a lot. And it says you have no faith in men to say, I'd rather build children than to repair broken men. It can go either way. But that's the choice that people make. That's the choice that people make. And I will tell you now, because if you think about it, the better investment will be into the child. Okay? If you got a good guy with money, the best investment will be to put that into the children. That's common practical knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't knock that. I can't knock that. But I can say, I told y'all that I was in a broken place myself. And it wasn't forever. But I told you, man, grown ass man, lonely place. Rappers, politicians, and preachers get paid for what the fuck they say. The rest of us get judged by what we actually do. Okay? So if when they see you broken, you gotta go fix and heal yourself. Grown ass man, lonely place. They not coming to help you. That's what you need to know in life. If you get a little assistance, cool. But you don't sit around and wait on that. You go to plan B. When that shit don't work, you go to plan C. When that don't work, you go to plan D. Yeah. Gangster. Keep it going. Because listen, you keep putting pies in the oven, all you need is one come out the oven ready to eat. You're gonna be good. You need to know that. All right? That part. Okay? He said, should I invest in buying gold? Thoughts on Brian Brown? Yo, Brian, listen, gold is at an all-time fucking high. Straight up and down at an all-time high. So, if you're going to buy it, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to buy it, it's a good investment. But again, I'm going to say this. My recommendation is invest in live entertainment. That's the next big thing. Live entertainment. Invest in gold, but also try to find a way to invest in live entertainment. There's good money in that. That's my word. That's what I'm about to do. Do you believe that when things are meant to be, there will be? Pretty blessed. Yes, I believe that. But see, this is the thing. God gave you free will. So you always have a choice. Some choices are going to be correct. Some choices are going to be wrong. But what's real is what happened actually happened. You just have to be smart enough to know that you made the wrong decisions, and you got to rebound and bounce back off of that. That's what you're going to have to understand, You get what I'm saying? That's exactly what's got to happen. That's what you're going to have to figure out. Now, you can't say that everything is meant like that, because some things we invited into our life, but then some things it's just meant to happen. And when those things actually happen, clearly it was meant to. Don't question why it happened if it happened. That don't make no sense because you're going to be going around in circles. Yeah, Brian, buying gold is good, but just know that the price is crazy high. If you buy gold right now, it's going to be real, real high, bro, just for real. Just know that. Said white advice. Okay, Jaden, she said advice for women in the early 20s trying to navigate. What's up, Brooklyn? What's up, Rod? Yo, so Jaden, right? Like I said, remember in life you learn, you earn, you return. You in your 20s. So hopefully you learned enough to actually enter your earning period strongly. Make sure you're entering your earning stage as strongly as possible. All right? Because now it's finna get real. Okay? It's finna get real now. Okay, what that means is you're gonna have to really start applying those adult characteristics. You heard me? Because now those people want their money every 30 days. Cinderella style, you heard? Yeah. Everything will turn into a fucking pumpkin. That's the one. So you gotta make sure you don't have those kind of problems, right? Next, don't go around looking for nobody. You just keep finding you. And what's meant for you will happen. Oh shit. And what's meant for you, it's gonna happen. That's what you got. You gotta stay focused on you. Let me tell you something. You know who we married, Jalen? We married a woman that's not sitting around waiting on us. Okay? When I met my wife, I gotta tell this story with my glasses on. Alright. When I met my wife, I had a house full of kids. I had 30 chicks on deck, and they knew what my situation was, you know. And I wasn't looking to get married, and I was good money, you know what I'm saying? I was good money. I had a nice little hustle. I'm in this building, 384 apartments. That was a whole neighborhood in the building. I found a way to eat in there, so I was all right. And I was a bachelor. I had a finger link Cuban on with the big Jesus piece, you know, some 90s and all that. And I had 30 chicks. But the thing about it was I had a rule, you know, chicks had to come after my kids were sleeping. They had to be gone before my kids woke up. And then I had these 3 chicks that kind of look alike. And one of them, she came over, we chilled and we hung out and all that, had a good time. She went to go take a shower or whatnot. And she came back, instead of her getting dressed, go to leave, she jumps back in the bed. Like, what are you doing? When we start that? When we do that? Spending the night shit at? We don't do that. And I ain't gonna lie, she crawled in the bed and crawled right up under me. And she just fit. She just fit. That's my word. You know. And she just fit. If the next thing I know, I was with her every day. She was with me every day. She had her own crib. I had my own crib. So it got to the point where I was at her crib, or she was at my crib. So what happened is we dated for like 10 months. So what happened is, when you get to the point, you know, when you meet somebody platonically, you know, and you get a knack that you want to get to know them better and shit, you know, that subconsciously work with you, you know, the energy be there, you know, you want to get to know them and know whatnot. Because it was about 4 months before I met her daughter, you know. It was about 4 months before I met her. So it wasn't in no rush in there, because I was doing what I do. But she came to see me one day, and I had another chick in the crib. And I ain't gonna tell no lie. When she rolled up to the crib, she was looking fire, you know. She had long hair, shit. She had got it dyed a little color, and she got her nails and feet, did everything. She was looking fire, and she knocked on my door, and I went to the door because she didn't call me first. I'm like, you know what's really good? She tell me, and I told her I got company. So when I told her I got company, she was like, okay, I'll let you. And she just stepped off. Fuck you mean? Like, nah, you don't just step off, man. Yo, listen, my chicks be hurt when they can't fuck with a nigga. You heard me? She just nonchalantly just stepped off. I ain't like that shit. I went back in the crib. I felt the way about that. Like, she left this motherfucker like she ain't give a fuck about a nigga. I ain't dig that shit. You know what I mean? All my chicks give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at it. So when I finish with old girl, I go looking for her ass the next day, can't find her. Hey, yo, this is my word. I ain't find this chick for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. I couldn't find out. She fucking with some shorty nigga, some little nigga from up in Soundview section somewhere. She got some little nigga up in Soundview or something. I run over, catch her at the crib, my sister there. My sister goes, what you coming over here for? She don't want to see you. I told you, shut the fuck up, let me see your sister. Go get her. They won't let me in and all this. So she came out there telling me what you want, And I ain't gonna tell no lie. I ain't gonna go through that shit with her again. Fuck out, you can't. I feel like I ain't gonna come up missing no more. I'm gonna where I'm at all the time. Fuck out of here. I ain't with all that. Straight up and down. I told you my girl from this on, from here on out, it's me and you and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that. You know, some shorty up and sound. If y'all wanna hear that shit, be done with all that. That's my word. And that's the way I really felt. Now remember, when I eat, she eat. When I shop, she shop. When I sleep, she sleep. That's my woman. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we did. And that's what happened. But the thing about it was, she didn't sit around waiting on me. She was working a full-time job and going to college at the same time. You know what I mean? And she had her own crib. And she had a daughter. And if I wanted to fuck with her, I had to catch up with her. And I wasn't used to that. When I tell a chick pull up, they pulling up. What do you mean? But she wasn't. She was on her own time. Who do we marry? We married a chick that's not waiting on us. We married a chick that know how to stay who she is. You understand? I told you, whatever you got going on ain't no concern of mine. Your first order of business is to be my woman. If you got a career, cool. We'll figure that out later. But right now, first order of business is you being my woman. That's first order of business. Your career ain't got nothing to do with that. A man will marry a chick out of McDonald's and live a good motherfucking life. I can't say a woman to make that same choice. Double standard on that. Straight up and down. A woman ain't looking to marry no nigga out of McDonald's unless he the manager. Straight up and down. That's my word, you know. It ain't a whole bunch of Travis Scott, Kanye West niggas running around. You know, you got Fountains little nigga, he's a low-key genius. It's hard to find one of those. You heard it's cool. It's hard to find one of those, you know. Real talk, you know. But like I said, you know it in your spirit and you'll feel it. And that's the kind of way you're gonna go with it. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know I was gonna fall in love with this chick. You know, and now it's 28 years later. You know, type shit, you know. Married for 26. And she helped me raise all my kids. All right? The only children I have with her are 2 babies. You know? But they ain't even babies no more. They 24 and 20 at this particular point right now. You know, so yeah. It's been a long time. But you know why? Because listen, people evolve and change all through life. When you stay together because you say I love you through each conversion, through each change, through every evolution, through each conversion, through every moment, you say I love you again. And that love is not just for the love that you have. It's for the love that they have for you. You understand? Because it's different when somebody loving on you. Why the fuck would you want to stop somebody from loving on you? That makes no sense. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get all weird and shit because they loving on you. All right? See, I say that because they say they love you. Go with that. They say they fuck with you. Ride that out. They say they can see some shit with you. That's somewhere to start. Real talk. It's not that life is not a game of Monopoly. It's a game of Connect 4. Keep it simple. If the shit start getting too complicated, leave that shit over there. That's my word. Real talk. Page-5-Lit, we outside. You know what we do over here. This is what we do over here. You heard? What's up? How you feeling, sir? That's what's up. Yo, man, what's going on with my shit, man? Yeah, I got it. Yo, y'all, what's good, though? I want y'all to be safe tonight. Y'all know what we do over here. It's a great live. You know, we're going to be back tomorrow night, too, you heard? But right now, I'm going out with my song right now. I forgot what I played. No, I just played. Library. No, I'm going to play this. I'm changing the song. I love this shit right here. The song just shit is hot right here. Listen to the bars, you heard? Oh, shit. Yeah. This shit ain't even that shit. It ain't one of them joints sitting right. One of them, you heard? Yeah, let's go. I like this joint right here. It's Fetty Wap, you heard? Yeah, this shit is fire. Okay, it's time for me to go. I won't let him play me. If I pop out what he showed me, I don't think he crazy. See, I'm part of life for real. So much he got for baby. He was pushing bags up, but now he pushing daisies. I remember I was counting up the millions of my mistakes. I remember having dreams of how to make my mistakes. I remember I was looking for a plug like a blessing. I remember in the corner days on truck and trying to save me. I remember Airbnb, but they can't see the crack. I remember it was very long that I gave my first strap. I remember me and I drew a slick pig outside. I remember saying there's no big no more. I remember the days when bitches didn't even notice me. I remember when I popped out and looked away, everybody noticed me. I remember niggas funny faces when they found out I was singing. I remember feeling like days that day he walked out the cleanest. I remember being young as hell, feeling so insecure. I remember I was looking in the I remember my time up on station, petty cash for the summer. I remember the day I fell in love, it was with you. I remember choosing loyalty. See, I can prove it. I remember I ain't never made none of my niggas so foolish. I remember I ain't never let none of my niggas feel useless. I remember that it's only me who was the only one looking selfish. I remember that there was $1,000,000 check hiding in my bed. I remember that the one I gave it to me that I never see again. I remember all the defamation case signing every day. I remember if you love me, I can say why you ain't throw it out. Then X out getting left out by the right side. I remember feeling drained out, nigga. I ain't got nothing left. I remember loving 93 shit. I put that on my shit. I remember feeling better now that I got it on my chest. You know my name. Herbo. I stayed silent, was like in the game. I'm on the break, so I'm on this chain. This so many hits, I'm still saying. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Nigga, I'm let G-Face so down. In my bed, I couldn't stop crying. Remember my mama ain't let me outside, but I slept right back out on the dime. I'm 14 on my first time. No last 38 ain't even shine. Ain't give a fuck though, cause it was mine. Waiting on the fuck nigga, get out of line. Remember my first time going to slide. Yeah, I was scared, but I hit the try. When I let out, I closed my eyes. Smoke and shout out for more time. Then I remember the ride back. Flame the weed up, try to relax. When I got rich, started bad straps. Now I can't remember how many I yeah. All I rap is facts. I was caught up, nice act. Flying the track with Molly Max. Remember one song like 15 hats. Remember we bought that lap. Most of you had to grab that bitch all black. Cause we was sliding. Spot somehow on the back. Remember I was having a guilt trip. Like, why I gotta solve everybody calls? I still ain't heal shit. Niggas act like I ain't going progress when I let my bill. White folks get the whole hood, remember them niggas almost killed. The streets fucked up, real shit. Turned up the gangsters since a kid. Remember Kill first took the steel. All girls in the city, took no drills, so then we just eat. I was bagging up pounds of meat. Remember I ran out my first town. Remember I was fucked up like 2 years ago. Now look at me, I'm here. Remember I was fucked up like 2 years ago. I'm riding truck off the trash. Happy fast, money, 20 cash. I'm trying to do it again. Now I spaz, now I show my ass. You don't know my past. I made something out of nothing, you know I told my yeah. Page-5-Lit, we outside. Be back tomorrow night, y'all, you heard? Ride with the G, man. Peace and love, you heard?